What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media. This is Josh here, checking in on you out there in YouTube land. It's been a weird week. It's been a crazy kind of holiday season. I was off for the last 3 or 4 days, back for a day tomorrow, off for a few. It's strange. Then I have like Wednesday, Thursday off. I got family coming into town. I'm going out of town. I'm all over the place. So thanks for bearing with me tonight. I lost my voice. I want to talk about one of the scariest, one of the most traumatic and intense movie experiences that I've ever had. One of my favorite horror films of all time. And of course, when I go to look for it, my buddy's borrowing it because it's that good of a film that you let people borrow it because it's that good. We're talking about the 2007 French I don't even know what to say about this film. Next to something like Martyrs and that trauma movie that I just watched, I don't know if it gets more intense or more like harrowing. One of my favorite films, Inside, 2007. Let's break it down. However you found me, wherever you're at, thanks for being here. Let's check this bad thing out. Inside is a 2007 French horror film that delves into themes of desperation, motherhood, and the primal instinct to protect one's offspring. The story revolves around Sarah, a pregnant widow who is grappling with her grief following the tragic loss of her husband in a car accident. As she prepares for the birth of her child, Sarah's world is turned right side fucking down when a mysterious woman breaks into her home on Christmas Eve. Yes, for all of those out there wondering, Inside is a Christmas film. One fucked up, horrific, bodily horror film. Inside the film, the intruder, known only as La Femme, is fixated on Sarah and her unborn baby. The tension escalates quickly as La Femme reveals her sinister intentions. She wants to take Sarah's baby for herself. What ensues is this relentless and brutal cat and mouse game that plunges the viewer into a nightmare of violence and terror on screen. And when I say terror, I'm talking knives, guns, scissors. If you can wield it, you can use it in this Christmas horror classic. What makes Inside one hell of a horror film, though? It's more than just the graphic violence. It adds a ton of punishing psychological depth. The film taps into the primal fears surrounding motherhood, like I would know, right? But the instinct to protect one's child at all costs. Sarah's vulnerability is on full display as she fights off an intruder, and the claustrophobic setting of her own home amplifies the sense of isolation and helplessness. Equally effective in this film is the camera work. The camera works to ratchet up the horror. It employs close-ups juxtaposed to the shadow lighting, and it just creates this atmosphere of dread where you don't know where things are coming from, and it's very claustrophobic. It feels like it's in your face and you can't get away from the anxiety that it causes. Punchy sound design also works super well. It's punctuated by chilling silence and then sudden bursts of violence where it's more than just some stupid little jump scare. It catches you off guard. It adds weight to the film. Additionally, though, the film's unflinching portrayal of gore doesn't just push boundaries. It doesn't just leave you shocked and wanting more. The gore in this film is really what separates it from the rest. When you think about Inside, you go, oh my god, the pregnant child film, the Christmas movie, I'm never watching that again. Inside is more than just disturbing. It's more than just shocking. It's beautiful to look at. It's just unflinching, uncompromising brutality, and I fucking love it. I am here for it. Inside stands out as a horror film that doesn't just rely on jump scares or just the meat and potatoes of your standard horror film. It penetrates your psyche. It provides like thought-provoking, how far would you go as a mom to protect your child? The unnerving exploration of fear, the loss, the survival. Like, it's a universal fear. What would happen if you were going to lose your kid? How far would you go? What would you be willing to take? It sounds like I'm doing a Rocky montage, but that's how intense this film is. If it was you in the situation, you could probably take a lot. And what happens in this film, the gore, we gotta talk about. It's what really keeps people coming back. It's what everybody remembers. Let's get into it. So the thing about Inside is I think that it just sets a tone from that cover image right there where you've got the belly exposed, right? And then you've got just that knife that's willing to do anything to take whatever that thing is out. In this film, the mom in this film is on her heels the entire time. La Femme, who is coming after her kid, uses anything and everything in her disposal, following and stalking this woman across the apartment. It doesn't matter who shows up, whether you're a neighbor, where you're dropping off Christmas cookies, Christmas cards, a Christmas caroler, it doesn't fucking matter. The police, anybody, yeah, bring him in, because Equally as intense as a mother's will to survive and protect her kid is how badly the intruder La Femme wants to take this from her. And she will go to the ends of the earth to make sure that that happens. And she employs every single weapon in the house. I swear to God, you got a cop with a gun, we're going to use it against you. Can't get through the bathroom door, we'll use a knife, we'll use scissors, we'll use anything, ropes, anything that's in the house becomes a weapon. And settings change, right? All of a sudden your momentum shifts because now you're on the stairs. Now you're in a bathtub, your head's cracked against the sink, you go through the fucking window. She's cutting through the door. It's unflinching, it's unrelenting, man. And the gore in this film, it's not just a little bit bloody. The blood that they use, it's like this dark red that's crimson and splattered all over the room. I don't know how this woman's still alive, to be honest with you, while she's fighting for her life and this child. She's just leaking fluids all over the poor house, as are the police officers, how any neighbor, anybody that comes over. It's just, yeah, just dead. There's no cloak of protection for anybody, and it just keeps coming, and it keeps coming. And once you get the twist at the end of the film, you're like, oh, okay, that's why there's so much goddamn determination, though. You know what I'm saying? This film brings the gore. It's just slashing throats into the stomach, cuts, the scissors, eyeball. It does not matter. I mean, you got bullet wounds, exit wounds, everything that you can think of. Gore-wise happens in this film, and it's done. It's just jarring, man. It's like getting hit with a piece of concrete. It hurts so bad to watch the slashes and just pow, heads into just countertops and tables, and you're thrashing around the apartment, and it all happens in like 65-70 minutes. There's barely a buildup. Some of the buildup has a car accident where you got like this brutal shit to go through anyway. The only thing that I can really compare this film to is maybe Martyrs, as far as like how unflinching and unrelenting it is, where it's just coming after you. You know, maybe, what's that other film that came out? Probably Frontiers, High Tension, right? What was that other one with the girls that are locked up? Ghostland, Incident in a Ghostland. That one's got a lot of like really effective trauma and revenge and assault, all sorts of assault, right? But this one, it's not as intense as maybe Martyrs as far as like being flayed alive, but you can feel every single cut, every single little pinprick. It's all over this film, and it's a 10. This film is a 10. That's all there is to this review. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to get back on track with something hardcore, and for me, next to maybe like if I'm going to recommend Martyrs or Audition, or, that trauma movie that I just watched, that is a 10 as well. There's not a lot of movies that every time you watch it, you go, holy shit, that film just took a piece of me. Inside, every time I watch it over the week, it fucks me up every time, and I love it. Now, don't be confused. Don't sell yourself short and go out there and watch that 2018 piece of dog shit remake that so many people are fans of. That is not the film. That is a reimagining of some sort of softcore Disney film with, maybe some sort of Disney princess that, is going to have to give up the throne. It's not the same film. It's not the same. This is a mean, nasty, hateful film, and I fucking love it. So, is this film going to be for everybody? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Unequivocally, there are going to be people that are extremely triggered and find this film to be in poor taste, offensive, right? If you are pregnant, if you are with children, if you got young ones, if you struggled whatsoever, and you're one of those sensitive groups, you're going to hate this film. I'm going to strongly recommend that you do not watch this. Now, if you are like me and you like some of the more hardcore things out there, this is a 10 every day of the week. Every time you watch this film, like I said, it takes a piece of you, and I love the pieces that it takes because it makes you take the ride. And when you get into this film, like, you know exactly what's going to happen, and it just continues to punish. It's never not shocking. I've probably seen it like 10 times. Now, there is a really awesome release that just came out from Second Sight. It is Region B, but it's got all the bells and whistles. I need to pick that thing up, but I'm not quite region free yet. If you want to see more videos from me, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, talk some shit down there. Follow me on social media. Have you seen Inside? Did it ruin your Christmas dinner? Did you watch it over compared to Terrifier 3, I think this movie is way more intense as a Christmas movie. I know Terrifier 3's got a lot of really controversial material and Santa Claus, and there's a ton of really cool scenes in that film, but Inside It's a different animal. It's a beast. People that borrow this are always pissed off unless they're my like really good friends. They're like, God damn, I didn't see that coming. Inside will get into your bones. Check it out. Can't wait to see you guys again. Take care of yourselves. Love you. Cheers.